Hi, and welcome back to Beyond the Screen, the Family Connection podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Samantha Hayes, educator, parent, and founder of Beyond the Screen Families. And today I'm joined by Danielle Lindner, and she is an educator, author, parent, parenting coach, and founder of the London Day School, a million things, all child related. Welcome, welcome, Danielle.
Thank you for having me. I got to
So
cut back on some things, I think.
I think you might be a little too ambitious.
It's my ADHD, like we were talking about before. It's like I need to have a lot of balls in the air or I get too
Uh-huh.
bored.
Uh-huh. Right now are also where people might find you a lot is with Parenting Takes Practice. And I know you've got some upcoming things happening. Do you want to share a little bit about them?
Sure. So yeah, my social media account, which I'm mostly on Instagram, is at Parenting Takes Practice. And it started out with me doing a lot of tips and things for parents, which I still do. But then I kind of realized that with my niece and my nephew, and my kids are older now, but their parents were searching for good quality stuff. Which is how I found your account
Mm-hmm.
because it's so hard and it takes so much time to find like the good activities and the wholesome things and the great crafts. And so I try to spend a lot of time curating from other mostly moms
Mm-hmm.
really great stuff
Mm-hmm.
and really great activities and things that keep kids off the screens,
Mm-hmm.
and things that can build parents can build connections, like by building a really cool paper airplane or making a new kind of, chia pet, or, there's so many things. But when you have to start, when you're like, oh my gosh, it's a rainy day and I have to do something now because my kids are bouncing off the walls, you don't have time to scroll for 18 hours trying to find the activity. And also, I promise that I'm finding things that don't use 1,000 materials and take 20 hours to do it because no one has time for that. So that's kind of what my account has become, like a place to go for tips and tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Carousel posts that I make with like ideas and easy activities that you can do, and then curating like fun stuff from Instagram so that people have little videos so that they know what to do.
And that's where you and I met because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, look at all of these like great ideas. And things were so aligned in the things that you don't need a million things to be able to do it or like hours worth of prep, right? Because if
Yes.
I am a busy mom or it's a rainy day or whatever is happening, if I have to prep for hours, like I don't have the capacity for that, right? Like,
Yeah. Totally, totally. And it's funny because when I'm trying to do some of my own like activities, I'll have my niece come over and I have like huge bags of stuff. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna sit now and we're gonna do 12 of these activities because I
uh-huh.
have to film them for other people. And by the end, I'm
I
exhausted.
know. I know. I know because you're like trying to put it all together.
Yeah. Like this, like each one was simple and easy, but when you're trying to film like 10 of them, it's
So
exhausting.
it is
So
so
if you
hard.
have one activity where they're like, you need cups and paint and
Hmm.
Mod Podge and
Hmm.
paintbrushes, and no one's going to do that. Just
Hmm.
go on your
Hmm.
tablet, right?
Hmm. Hmm. And that's what happens. Like that's
Right.
what's happening. Here's the tablet because it's so much easier than
Exactly.
all the other stuff. Well, you also have something else too I want to mention before we get into like really discussing anything. And it's your new tantrum course. Do you want to talk about
Yes.
that at all?
Yeah, so I've been an educator for 30 years. And like you mentioned, I started a preschool 15 years ago. And I have been working with hundreds of parents and families for years about how to help them deal with tantrums. Tantrums at home, tantrums in the classroom. And I realized after many, many years that every child is different, but they're also very much the same.
Mm,
And so
mm.
I was able to come up with really good techniques for parents for all types of kids that work to help stop the tantruming, help stop the meltdowns. And a lot of it too is understanding the science behind tantrums.
Mhm.
And so I built a course and I have it's called the Tantrum Tamers, and it's 7 modules and this awesome workbook. Oh, I have it right here, which it
Yay.
sounded like, oh, and I happen to have it here. No, I didn't even realize I had it here, but I do have it here. It's this really cool workbook
Oh,
because
that's awesome.
and you can download it and print it out. And I like that because I like
Mm,
having something to,
mhm,
write in and journal in
mhm,
and stuff.
mhm.
And there's 7 modules with me, and then you get over 4 months. You can do it as quickly or as short as fast as you want. But you get 4 times with me over the 4 months
Wow.
live in a group so that nobody gets stuck. And you can just ask me questions like, this thing isn't working. Do you have another alternative? Or this really worked. It's amazing. I want it, but my other child's a little different. Do you have an idea that what might work for them? So I don't want anyone to get stuck. So they
Mhm.
also will have, 4 live sessions. Um, and so before that, though, I have a free webinar called the Tantrum Fix, and I have a number of different sessions, and it's free, but it still gives you a lot of good ideas. Like I want to give people, something. I don't want you to sit
Mhm,
there and go away with
mhm,
nothing.
mhm.
So I try to make it educational and fun. And so you can go right on my Instagram and sign up for those. And there are a couple, I think I have 4 coming up. So
That's awesome. I guess I
yeah,
didn't even realize with the course that you are having those live sessions to get them past the stuck point. Because that's
yes,
like, let's be real, that's what happens oftentimes when we buy courses or whatever. Like we get to a point where either A, we get stuck, or B, we stop losing the buy-in, right? And so then we're like,
yeah,
meh, and we step away and we never finish it. And the payoff comes in finishing, right? The payoff
right,
comes when you get to the end.
right. And so
Yeah.
also I felt like it's nice to have that community of other parents. And you don't
Mm-hmm.
know, sometimes 30 parents might come in, sometimes 2 parents might come.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
one's coming because
Mm-hmm.
everyone's schedule is different, but it doesn't matter. I'll be there for them. And it's also nice to like just throw ideas
Mm-hmm.
with other parents that are also
Mm-hmm.
struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what people don't realize after sitting with a lot of child psychologists and psychiatrists, child psychiatrists, because my daughter tantrumed all the time. She had ADHD, and I felt like a terrible mom. I was really young. I didn't have a toolbox. I didn't have strategies. And they said, it's not just that they're not trying to manipulate you and make your life miserable. When they go through that tantrum and they can't understand their big feelings, their cortisol goes up, their blood pressure rises. They're actually like physically in distress and pain. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't want that for my child.
Right.
It's
Right.
terrible.
Right.
And so it kind of like helps you reframe it too, because you get
Mm-hmm.
really angry, like, come on, we're doing this again now in the
Mm-hmm.
supermarket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where everybody's watching us.
Everyone's judging me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what that course is really about. No shame, no blame.
That's awesome. And they can get to it by going to your Instagram and then they'll
Yes.
see the sessions there and like how to sign up, how to do all of
Yep.
that to get to the free and then on to the next.
Yes.
The real meat and potatoes
The
where they
meat
also
and
get you.
potatoes. Yes.
Okay, so let's dive in to some other things because I think you and I have connected so much over really fostering purposeful, connected moments with no screens. Like,
Yes.
push those to the side and like, let's really sit and connect. And there's a million ways we can do that together. So, if you were gonna like talk to parents about how can parents balance the reality that screens are everywhere as we've even talked about, us being just as guilty sometimes.
Yes.
But they want to have this goal of like minimizing screen time, especially for young kids. Like we know young kids lots of times shouldn't be on a screen at all, or it
Yeah.
should be so minimal. Like, how can they balance that in a screen-filled world where screens are
Right.
convenient? How do we balance that?
I always say it's about being prepared, and you
Mm,
probably know this too.
mm,
Like, have your stuff ready, have your art bin done, have your
mhm,
sensory bins ready, have your
mhm,
snack stuff like convenient in baskets and have that ready. Because, when a kid's tired or they're starving, like, they're just like, they'll go to a screen because it's
mhm,
something else to keep them busy. So I say, if you have a fun snack bin ready, or you have a sensory bin ready, you have art supplies ready, and just say, here's some stuff, here's some activity, have the Play-Doh,
mhm,
like have those bins just like you would meal prep. I say activity prep.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and then, if you're getting that peer pressure, so many of my private coaching clients will say, I'm getting peer
Mm,
pressure. All their friends have screens and tablets and they're getting older. And I say, well, okay. So then get an egg timer and let them know if they do all of these things, like homework's done, food prep's done, we've done a really cool fun activity right before our bedtime ritual, whatever that is, set the egg timer for 20 minutes and that's your screen time.
mhm,
And then it's
mhm,
at least it's set.
mhm. I
And they
love
know
that.
they're getting it.
Mhm,
They don't feel like they're left out, but they
mhm,
know that there's a start and a finish.
mhm, mhm,
And by them setting it, it gives them some control.
mhm.
And that seems to help a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the consistency and the explicitness, right? Like
Yes.
you do these things and then you get 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like there's that's the rules, right? Like
Right.
that's the rules. And then you won't get the pushback. Like
Right.
if you stay with the consistency, you've got those clear guidelines, your kids won't push back. It's when we weeble wobble that all of a sudden kids are
Yes.
like, "Oh, let me see. Are you gonna fall over?"
Yeah, exactly. I call that in my tantrum course the jackpot effect.
Mm.
And I
Mhm.
mean, if a gambler pulls that lever a
Mhm.
thousand times and never wins, and then one time they win, oh, they're not leaving that seat.
Mhm.
They keep
Mhm.
putting the coins in.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And you also talked about the activity part, like having it all ready. I call them like I have back pocket. You can see I'm even like going to reach in my back pocket, like back pocket activities, where for me
That's great. I love that.
it's like, okay, what do I keep in my back pocket that when my kids are like in that
Yeah.
I can be like da 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 da.
You know what? It's even really fun. I love like when my niece and nephew are gonna come over and I'm like, oh my God, I have to get some new stuff. They're gonna be
Yeah.
so bored. I love going to the dollar store and
Oh
just
my
coming
gosh,
up with
yes.
like new stuff. And it
Yes.
costs like nothing. And
Yes.
it's just something new. So they love it because it's new.
Yes.
Because they
Yes.
haven't seen it before. It could be $1 stickers. They're like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Make a sticker story. And they're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
What are
like,
some? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I'm just saying it's so fun for me and them.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What do you think are some effective, like when you think about, because you put a lot of stuff out there, and some of them, like I comment and I'm like, I love this one in particular. What do you think are some of your more effective activities that do that, like eliminate the screen or balance the screen and really support the early childhood kiddos where like you have this deep background in?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
I
I
know.
I love I love anything that includes like the whole family.
Mm, mm-hmm,
The like
mm-hmm,
for cleaning up.
mm-hmm,
I love like the 3 song dance party. Like you
mm-hmm.
put on 3 songs and it's a dance party while you're cleaning. Like I love anything that's distracting,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
fun, that includes everybody. I love that one. I think we love the statue one where you have to just like all of a sudden like the music's on, you stop at your statue. Like
Yes.
it's just and the whole family does it and it's hilarious. and everyone's laughing and it's so much fun. When the kids get a little bit older, I taught kindergarten too, and one of the things that as their little rest break from the hard work of kindergarten.
It is hard work for them to have to like sit and stuff if you're in
Yes.
that kind of kindergarten program. Like,
Yeah, it actually was hard, way harder than my kindergarten.
yeah.
Um, I would take like a big piece of paper on an easel and I would say like come up and draw a line.
Uh-huh.
And then the next person would draw a line. And the last person, say there are four in the family, has to connect the lines and make it into something.
I love
And so
that.
that's always fun.
Yeah.
That like make that's creative, that can include everybody in the family,
Uh-huh.
even if they're little, they can scribble something.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And like something I hear being threaded throughout all of those examples is movement, whether,
Yeah.
it's lines and it's small movements, right? That it's
Yeah.
still that idea of movement in some capacity, to really get them like boosted and
Yeah.
moving. I don't know, like,
And we would always in the at the preschool when we're teaching like letters and numbers, we always teach them also through muscle memory. So like standing up and making the letters it with your hands and your arms and like making the numbers. And by adding that movement to it, that muscle memory, they're just learning faster and
yeah,
absorbing it. And
yeah.
they're getting up and moving around, which is good.
Yeah, there's so much research out there about how movement actually helps both sides of your brain to connect. And
Yeah.
so like when you're doing that, you learn things quicker. I was over an English language learner program back in my day when I was an administrator. And we lots of time practiced TPR, which is total physical response, which is exactly what you're describing, is that movement in helping students learn English. Older kids more often, but I mean, like you're talking about it with little kids too,
Yeah.
right? Like learning English, even if English is your first language.
Right.
And that movement piece, it's like so powerful. And I think often too, like I'm going to say the easiest forgotten piece.
Yeah. And I think a lot of parents are afraid of movement. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They're
Hmm.
afraid if I start to
Hmm.
get my kids up off the
Hmm.
couch, maybe they'll
Hmm.
get too, active or things will get too crazy.
Hmm.
And no, it's just the opposite. They get
Hmm.
tired, they get their
Yes.
energy out, they get their
Yes.
wiggles out, as they say,
Yes.
and then they
Yes.
sleep better.
Yes. Yes.
And you don't have this sleep time, arguments because they're not
Huh?
tired. Because now
Uh-huh.
they are.
Uh-huh. Yes, they need to tire their like brains and their
Yeah,
bodies. Like both are equally important to get kids who are ready to go to sleep.
great.
Anyway, what about independent play? So I have seen a lot where parents utilize screens
Yeah,
so that their kids will give them just a moment, right? Like it's
yeah.
I need to cook dinner and I can't have you cook it with me right now, so here's your screen or whatever. I mean, what suggestions do you think you have considering that? Like, how do we help parents develop independent little people and beyond where we don't need the screen to do that work for us?
Well, I guess for my age group, like
Hmm.
my sweet spot, which is like the 2 to 5,
Hmm.
I like things that where you can still watch over them while you're doing
Hmm.
something,
Hmm.
but they're like, but they can do it on their own. Like they have these Duplo sheets that
Hmm.
that you can like glue to a wall or they're magnetic and you can put it
Hmm.
maybe even on your dishwasher and
Hmm.
they can literally build on your dishwasher while you're cooking dinner.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so they're not like off somewhere where you're thinking, what are they up to?
yeah,
And it's like right there. I also
yeah.
love like they have these really cool magnetic things that you can put on your refrigerator where they're like different colored paint jars. And then you put all the red things in this paint jar and all the
Mm-hmm.
green things. And it's like they're learning, but they're having fun, but they're also safe.
Hmm.
And then when they get a little bit older, I just love having like like watercolor books.
Hmm. Hmm.
Things that are just right there.
Crayons.
Yeah, so easy. Imagine crayons. Like,
All the
just
little
easy.
things.
Oh, and the other thing that they really love are those little, like you can buy those packs of those little, like it's like black paper and then they scratch it and
Oh
there's little
my gosh,
colors
we have them
underneath.
somewhere in my house right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are great.
Yes.
And they
Yes.
last for a good 25 minutes
I
probably.
know. I know. Well, and I think like the scary part is like if you have relied on screens for so long to kind of create that, when you first start doing it, kids aren't able to last for 25 minutes, right?
Right.
Like,
Because they're like, what do I do with this?
yes, yes. At first it's like, oh,
Yeah.
but that doesn't last forever either. Like kids are
Yeah.
really, they pick up so quickly. And so like maybe it's 3 meals down the road and all of a sudden you're
Right.
like, wait, they didn't even come to me.
Yeah. I think we also talked about or texted about, but we weren't on our screens.
No, not at all. Not at all.
um about like after dinner, right? If you want
Mm,
to do something really fun with the kids for dessert, you said before dessert, you're getting the marshmallows and toothpicks and you're going to have a contest and you're going to build a bridge with the marshmallows or you're going to build
mhm,
the tallest building you can with the marshmallows
mhm,
and then we're going to make s'mores or something.
mhm,
And
mhm,
so like they're excited because there's a challenge
mhm,
and
mhm.
then it's dessert time and then it just kind of expands into this like really long activity.
Yeah. Yeah. I love I mean, you're speaking my language. I love challenges. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, what challenge can we come up with now? Like if I can give you like 3 words, what can you do with it type of thing.
Yeah.
So you're like, yes, you can have the cookies, but before you have 3, you need to make this structure with them.
Yeah. Cookies and straws and a few raisins. See where you go. See what you can do.
And I was even thinking like dinner, another easy one for dinner, and you already talked about is like playing statue or
Yeah.
freeze, like with the music, right? Like that music and like you're just randomly stopping it. Like my kids love to dance to music. And
Yeah.
so like it's just a common thing for us, like, okay, we'll play music, you dance. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this really quick.
Great. Yeah, I love that. I also love like helping them, incorporating them in the things that I'm
Yes.
doing.
Yes.
Like help me
Yes.
make the salad. Let's help me,
Yes.
set the table.
Yes. Yes.
And then like, why don't you decorate the table? Like
Yes.
your job is to like we're gonna have a theme night. So tonight is gonna be decorated for, I don't know, 4th of July, whatever it might be,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or the fall. It's like pumpkins. So
Mm-hmm.
you can go around the house and find what you can and decorate the table in a theme. And that's like gonna
Mm-hmm.
be your job.
Mm-hmm.
And they just love that.
They
It's
love
like,
it. And it like builds their confidence, right? So when
yeah,
they're building confidence, then they're going to be more independent. Like it is this like circle power building thing.
yeah.
Like you give them those opportunities, then they're going to want more.
Right. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
The thing I used to do was I'd say, all right, let's think about our menu for tonight.
Mhm.
And then if they couldn't really write yet, I would write down the menu on like a big piece of paper and like, okay, now your job is to decorate the menus for everybody and
I
put
love
them on
that.
display. And
I
then
need
like,
to do that.
right. And it's so fun because we figured out what we're gonna make together. And then I wrote it, and then I'm like, you have to design these menus, so get going.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any pictures that would be so grainy at this point, right? Because cameras change so much
I
in
don't
between
think
now
we
and then.
had cameras then.
I know, right? Like, like I want to see a picture of one of these so bad, but I'm also like, I mean, I just got a new phone we were talking about and looking even at pictures from that my new phone to
Right?
that
I
phone, I'm like,
know.
yikes.
My daughter like the other day said to me, so like what kind of you didn't have Stanley back when you were in school, but like what water bottles did you bring? I'm like, water bottles?
We didn't bring
Drink
water
out of a
bottles.
hose.
Yeah. There was no water bottles. You got your 3 seconds at the drinking fountain twice a day,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah,
it.
you got your disease and your water at the same time from the gross drinking
Don't
fountain.
touch your mouth.
Like they were the most disgusting things ever, but that's what it was. And like, if you were thirsty in the summer, you would just ride your bike around and someone had a hose out and you just drink from it.
I know.
There
I
was no
know.
bottles of water. Why didn't we think of that?
I know. I know. Crazy. Yeah,
It's so funny.
we would all be Stanley instead of doing what we're doing, right?
Exactly.
Ah,
It's also
well,
the same thing as air.
I know.
Like who bottled air? And now everyone bottles air and it's like $12 for a bottle of Boost Air.
Like, I don't. You
I
just got
know,
to start taking the natural things. We need to think about what's natural in this
yeah.
world and bottle it.
We're gonna have to bottle the sky somehow. How? Get on that.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I got to
Yeah.
make it look really blue with some clouds that form occasionally. Well, Danielle, is there anything else we've talked like about a lot about screen free or screen minimal and really helping our kids to um, be able to kind of function in that and the benefits you can have with little activities? Is there anything else you think we should talk about today before the end of our time together?
I just always say, like, for parents, if you want your life to be a little bit easier, try and think about ways that you can give your kids a sense of control,
Mm-hmm.
even if they're not in control.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, like, the sense of control makes things so much easier for
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're going to give them, if you have activities planned and they're like, I don't want to do this, give them three choices that you're okay with, and then say, you know what? I don't really love any of these choices, but you could pick one, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose this one because
Yeah.
at certain ages, like, that's so important to them to feel like they are making the choices and they're
Yes.
in control.
Yes.
So I just say, like, try and figure out ways to give them that control that works for you, and it makes life easier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like give them realistic options. I love that because I talk about that
Yeah.
all the time too. Like, okay, if you only have two options, you can either wear this shoe or this shoe, right? Like
Yeah.
these are your options, pick one.
Yep.
But their ability to have that choice, it's just like adults, right? Like
Right.
we do not like when somebody mandates what we do. We do not like when we
Exactly.
don't have choice. The same is true for them. Like,
Yeah.
so the more we can like give them that, the better it is.
Right. And pick your battles too. I
Yeah.
mean, my
Yeah.
younger daughter, she used to always want to she never wanted to wear what I picked out for her in the morning.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, you're gonna wear like striped pants and a polka dot top. And finally
Mhm.
I said, you know what? There are bigger things to worry about. I'm just gonna let her do her own thing.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
not terrible if she goes
Mhm.
to preschool or like in a weird outfit. We'll
Mhm.
see how if people are, picking on her because they don't like her clothes, she'll figure it out herself. Like it'll be a lesson.
Yes.
And you know what? She went into fashion, so I guess it worked out.
I mean, what a perfect story here. So,
Yeah.
letting my daughter choose all her clothing, you're reminding me it's okay.
Okay. It's okay. Now she's a
Uh,
brand ambassador for 50 clothing brands and shoe brands and
wow.
bags and so I'm glad I let her, fly a little bit on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't your battle to
It
fight at
wasn't
that
my
point.
battle to fight.
No. No. And then it helped in like develop her own like sense of style and
Yeah.
independence and confidence and
And now she would never go out like with polka dot pants and a striped shirt.
I bet. I bet now she's
Never.
super conscious and she looks back at pictures and is
Yeah.
like,
Oh, what was
Mom,
that?
why'd you let me go out like that?
Exactly.
Oh, well, I will remind everyone that you can get more from Danielle always at Parenting Takes Practice, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can go follow her, get her free ideas and all of that. There's lots of goodies she puts out. You should sign up for her free tantrum course and explore the other options you have with her because it is just a ton of stuff and a wealth of experience that you bring to the table in all of these resources that you're providing.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah. Thank you for being with me today, Danielle.
Thank you for inviting me. It was
I
so
think
fun.
I think we probably now need to come back together and have another one where we talk about something else completely. Like we'll just come back
Definitely.
and just keep talking about stuff.
Yep.
Uh,
I love it.
Well, thank you for joining us. And here's to trading a little screen time for moments that stick.